I named my first car after Joey.
What?
Yes.
Why? What kind of car was it?
It has nothing to do with the character. It was a 1998 Honda Accord.
What color?
Dark green.
Oh,
two-door.
A dark green car is a Joey.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I'm going to name my car Joey Tribbiani.
Smooch, 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 smooch. Everybody loves to smooch. Everybody wants to smooch. Everybody loves to smooch. It's a smooch fest. Everybody wants to smooch. It's a smooch fest.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Smooch Fest, a podcast about kissing. I've got my friend Melissa Flores here.
What up?
What up? She is a program and events director with an excellent but
Okay.
great rack.
Thank you so much.
I was not told to say this. I came up with this.
I hope it becomes a thing.
I'm just going to start listing people's physical attributes.
I think that's appropriate. Yeah.
For this podcast.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
In case you didn't pick up on it, that is a Friends reference.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. And if you don't know,
What are you doing?
you better hit play on Friends on HBO Max from the beginning and watch the entire 9 seasons.
Absolutely.
To get with the program. Because today's going to be a slightly different episode than normal. I've been wanting to do something like this.
I'm so honored to be here.
I'm so honored to have you here to discuss this. Because, you know, for some like big pop culture shows or phenomenons, it's like so many kisses happen. There's a lot of characters. It's like hard to just pick one.
Right.
And the show Friends has so many seminal relationships.
Yes.
So many iconic smooches.
Yeah. I mean, it's 9 seasons. And I feel like when we talked, like we were able to rattle off like 4 or 5 almost immediately.
Yeah. And then as I was watching and just reading through stuff, I was like, oh, then that one happens too. And then that one. And so we're going to try to keep it focused.
Yeah.
So what we're calling this today is a Smooch Smackdown.
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 Okay.
Between the Friends cast.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the major players, their first kisses, compare and contrast. We're going to have a blast.
I'm so excited. There are so many good kisses. And I cannot wait because we're going to talk about some iconic ones too.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, we're going to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
Just because the Smooch Smackdown, that's going to take up a large part of this podcast.
For sure.
So before we get there, I would love for you to tell us a personal smooch story.
Okay.
About your best, worst, or first kiss.
Okay.
Which one would you like to share with the class?
The class. So I did think about this, and I want to give you my worst one.
Ooh.
I know.
Why the worst?
Because it's pretty, like, it's just weird.
Okay.
It's weird. So you look so excited.
I'm excited.
You're so excited to hear the worst kiss I've ever had.
Kiss. Tell me more.
It was a few years ago, which I think is already a red flag because I'm in my mid-30s. To have a bad kiss at this point in your life, very concerning.
That shouldn't be happening anymore.
Correct. So I went on a first date with this guy that I met on Hinge. And it was actually a pretty good date. Like we had a lot to talk about. We had a lot in common. And like the chemistry was there. And I don't know, he was just like giving me signs that like everything was going well. And so the date ends and he's walking to me to my car, And it's one of those things where, like, you know, after like a first date where you're like, what's going to happen once we get to my car?
Are we going to kiss? Are we not going to kiss?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't know. And in my head, I was like, so we're definitely going to kiss. Like, duh. We get to my car and we're kind of just doing a little, like, you know, light banter.
Mm-hmm.
We go in for a hug, and I am a confident woman.
Yeah.
And also, again, it's been such a good date. I'm like, well, surely we're gonna kiss.
Yeah.
So we hug, and then we break apart. And right before we're like fully broken apart,
Oh, no.
I lean in for a kiss.
Okay, yes.
And we kiss, and it is the most like unsexy, uncomfortable kiss.
Oh, God.
Like, it almost felt like I had caught him off guard, sort of a thing.
For wanting to kiss him?
Right.
When he asked you out on a date?
Right.
Where that might be an outcome.
And we were having a good time.
Yeah.
I will also preface this because there, you know, you could kind of maybe poke some holes in the story, but I want to say this one thing. I was wearing a low-cut shirt that day.
Uh-huh.
That man was looking at my nice rack. Okay.
Yeah, he was looking at your great
okay.
rack. And he didn't want you to smooch him?
Right. And it was weird. It wasn't that he didn't want me to smooch him, but it just felt where I was like, I peeled away after the kiss and I was like, that was not good.
Do you think it's possible
Yeah.
that he was like turned off by you making the first move and that's why he was acting like that?
I don't know. I don't know. But it was so bad, Lena, that
what did he do wrong?
It was very stiff, and it was also like our mouths didn't like quite match up at first because I wasn't like, I'm gonna kiss you now, you know? It was just kind of like I went for it, and then like, so like the mouth situation was off.
Yeah.
And then like I was trying to fix it in the moment, and then I was like, oh my God, and then we pulled away, and I was like, that was awful.
Oh no.
And it was so bad.
Yeah.
I went on 2 more dates with this man to figure out. I was like, something has to be fixed here.
Something is wrong.
I was like, we have to try again.
I need to investigate.
We gotta. Yes, literally, it was that. It was
This is not what I'm
investigating.
known for. I am known for being a good kisser.
It was that. I was like, no, we need to get this right. And I went on 2 more dates, and like the chemistry kept being good conversation wise, and then we would kiss or we would do something physical, and it was that again where I'd be like, whoa, we are on
You're
different
just
pages.
completely incompatible
I
physically.
I know.
Did he initiate in these other?
Yes. Yeah. So that was my other thing. I was like, maybe it was nerves, but it never made sense.
Do you think, was this like right after the lockdown?
No, it was like a few years later.
Okay, so-
yeah, it's just something was off there.
Huh.
I know.
I hope he's doing well.
I hope he's found somebody that, you know,
that can work with
his mouth. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I unfortunately know what you mean.
Ugh, right? It's
Yeah.
it's
the mouth
rough.
shapes
It means
don't
something.
always work.
Yes.
It's like a square peg in a round hole. Sometimes they don't fit.
Yeah,
And then you're
or
just
like-
well, there's no way to improve upon this.
Right. Or if somebody's really into it and the other one's like a little bit more timid, like that, like dynamics are so important when kissing. Yeah, it was not great. And it was so recent. I was like, how is this still happening at my age?
I know. We should be grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should, you know what? We should do kissing lessons. Like
Well, how would that work? Like
you know
in
how
high
they
school?
do health class?
Okay.
Exactly. In a high school. In health class. They should be They should be pairing everybody up and just be like, listen, we just need you to practice kissing to make sure that you're not inflicting bad kisses on other people.
Now, will people get graded?
By their legal age teacher.
And what happens if they don't pass the class, Lena?
They can't. They're not allowed to kiss. They're legally not allowed to kiss.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
I think I should run for president.
I think so. I think you've got a strong platform.
I've got good ideas that are appropriate.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that terrible kissing story.
You're welcome, I think. I don't know.
Condolences.
Thank you. There we go. That feels more appropriate.
Oh, Lord. Well, let's shake that off.
Okay, yeah.
Shake it off. Because it's time for the smooch smackdown.
Ding, 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 ding. You need like a belt or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just attach something to that pillow.
Yeah. Well, it's pillow fight. Smooch Smackdown. Oh, Lord.
Perfect.
So,
Yes.
Melissa, why did you want to talk about Friends today? Like, what is the significance for you of this show?
Oh man, I love Friends. I grew up watching Friends. I have an older sister. She's 7 years older than me.
Oh.
So she really related. I shouldn't say related, but like I think it was more for like her age range.
Mm-hmm.
And being a younger sister, I was like, I just watched whatever my sister was watching on TV. And so
Yeah.
I grew up watching Friends with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always loved it. And there's so much good like memories involved in terms of just like funny episodes. When I went to college, I would rewatch those episodes a lot too.
Yeah.
Like I had the DVD set. Anytime I
Me
had a
too.
moment, I was putting it on the TV and just rewatching in the background. So when we were talking about iconic kisses, I was thinking about like different TV shows that I've watched. And I feel like Friends is that show for me where I'm like, I could talk about any show or any part of the show, like any angle, any character. But I've never talked about like the kisses of the show. So I was really
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
And it's just kind of fun to like examine their relationship dynamics
Totally.
from the springboard of a smooch. You know, what does that say
Right.
about them?
As people.
Yeah.
Right.
I too loved Friends a lot. That was like the show I watched with my parents growing up. I feel like in middle school it like taught me what sarcasm was and how to have a sense of humor.
Totally.
And so I was just constantly quoting like Chandler.
Yeah. I think everyone was.
Yeah. So it's such a comfort rewatch.
Yeah. And I grew up in San Francisco in a city, and so for me it also kind of felt cool to be like watching these people like also like live in a city just like me, and I was like, oh my god,
That's
we're like
cute.
the same, even though I was like a child and these are people in their like 20s and 30s living on their own. I was like, I can relate to that. Yeah.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go in chronological order.
Let's do it.
And we're just talking about like the first kiss between a couple, even though there's so many memorable kisses.
Yeah.
Farther down the road, we're just, we gotta simplify
We're doing the
it
highlights.
somehow. We're doing the highlights.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll start with the big one.
Yes.
Ross and Rachel.
That was the first one. When you said what kisses would we talk about, I was like, well, we have to talk about Ross and Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a disrespect not to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're the obvious couple. They're always talked about when referring to sitcom couples. Ross and Rachel, the will they won't they, was just like has always been talked about whenever people talk about TV sitcom couples.
Right.
They're up there with Sam and Diane from Cheers.
Yeah, another great
Things like
example.
that. Yeah. So when did you root for Ross and Rachel when you watched the show? Were they like your couple?
I think so, yeah, especially at the beginning, because they were like the only couple, really. I mean, like there were other characters with other romances leading up to like the iconic Ross and Rachel episode we're going to talk about, but like it was very much like a show about like their romance or like trying to get them together at some point. So definitely leading up into this episode, it was like, oh my God, I guess it just isn't going to happen for them. You know, like Ross's heart was heartbroken. Now Rachel's heartbroken.
Ross
I guess
is
we're
dating
moving
another
on.
girl.
Right. Ross is dating Julie. So I guess this isn't a thing anymore. And Rachel is trying to move on in some way.
But being really jealous and
For
catty.
sure. Yeah. So I was definitely like, I remember being like, oh, like, I guess it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the episode we're talking about is from season 2, episode 9.
Yes.
The one where Ross finds out.
Mm-hmm.
And the episode is literally Ross is dating Julie. Rachel's trying to move on.
Right.
She has a drunken date with some guy.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to get closure.
She's trying to get closure.
Yeah.
And she leaves a drunken voicemail on Ross's phone, basically saying, like, I am over you. I am over you. And I love the part when Ross hears the voicemail later.
Yes, yeah.
Because he's in Rachel's apartment and she is, like, trying to get him to stop listening to it. And
Yeah.
she's, like, on his back.
Yeah.
And he goes, over me? When were you under me?
I know.
It's such a good line,
it's
you guys.
so good. And she's still on his back.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, like, why would you do that? But, you know, whatever. We move on.
Yeah.
Like, Rachel is just mortified in that moment because, well, one, she doesn't remember leaving that voice message. And then as it's coming out, or like as Ross is listening to it, Rachel is realizing in real time, like, oh my God, I'm basically professing this love that I had for him that he never even knew I had. Oh man.
Awkward.
I don't know what I would have done if I were her.
Yeah, I would have buried myself in a hole.
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that happens, and then he has to deal with this revelation.
Right.
She's at the coffee house closing up one night.
Yes.
He comes in. It's raining outside.
The rain is such a good side character.
Yeah.
Paid actor,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
A guy just like with the hose.
Shout out to that person.
Yeah. Shout out to hose guy. But anyway, like he comes in, yells at her.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice.
I've seen this episode 100 times.
Yeah.
Like it's probably one of the most rewatched episodes of the show that
I would
seen.
assume so, yeah.
And I love it. I love the kiss and the whole lead up and everything. I think it's a really funny episode. But it does strike me that like their first kiss starts because
with a fight.
He's yelling at her and making her feel bad about being honest with him about her emotions.
Right. And he's like, how dare you put me in this situation where like you finally like tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
What did you want, Ross? For her to never tell you?
I know. You're mad at her for finally caring about you the way
Right.
you've been wanting since 9th grade.
Right. 9th grade.
I have so many
Oh,
thoughts
we'll get
about
into that
Ross,
later.
and we'll get into
We'll
it.
do it later.
But we're talking about the kiss now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it is. I mean, listen. There's so many great like sitcom couples that have that like steamy like almost
Right.
this like they're always getting into an argument
Yeah.
and then they start making out and it's hot. So that's what this is.
Yes. Yeah.
They're fighting. She kicks him out.
Yeah. She locks the door.
She locks a bunch of the locks on the
I
door.
don't know why there are 17 locks on that door. It's just a coffee shop.
It's just a coffee shop. And then she turns around, sees that he's still waiting there. She tries to unlock the door.
Yeah.
I love that she
I
can't
love
unlock
that
the
too.
one last one.
I know.
And he's like, try the bottom one.
There's something kind of hot too where she has to like bend down. I was like, oh! Yeah, that part is so perfect because I feel like also too like they've done such a good job of like leading up to that moment that you think like, oh my God, it's gonna happen, and then there's this one little comedic moment that they
still
sneak
comedy.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're gonna make you wait like 30 more seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she opens those doors.
Wide open.
Yeah. And then they smooch real soft. and
finally
They have a
smooch.
nice hot makeout.
They do. And then
Yeah.
the music builds up. What I love too is like there's just like a slight like bend in her back, like he's like grabbed her.
Yeah, it's
Oh!
very like classic Hollywood movie almost.
Yes,
like come in from the rain, let me twirl
Yeah,
you
yeah,
almost.
yeah. And he's like kind of wet because he's been outside. Yeah. Oh, it's such a good kiss because it really has been a build up for like over a season of like, oh, and to the point, like, oh, I guess it's not going to happen. And then it
Yeah.
happens like in this one huge episode. And as an audience member, I'm sure everybody was screaming when it happened. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was such a good kiss. and very much like I felt like so satisfied when it happens. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Can I say one thing?
Of course, it's your show. What if I said no?
I guess that's it. We move on.
Please.
Okay, so one gripe I have with Ross or David Schwimmer, the actor.
Oh, okay.
Is that I think that's a hot kiss, the two of them together,
Right.
the
The
culmination
setting.
of everything, right? When he kisses,
Uh-huh.
Ross looks like he is falling asleep on the other person's face. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wait, I don't think I've examined it that much. Tell me more.
It's like Rachel looks great.
Yeah.
She's like, you know, but
Yeah.
he is, and he's like this with every other person he kisses on the show.
Okay, interesting.
I've paid attention.
I would hope so as host of Smooch Fest.
I know exactly. It's like I don't know what's wrong with the framing. Because I feel like you could direct this, like, hey, turn your face a little bit more. But there's something about like his lips. It's like he's not moving his lips when he kisses these people.
Interesting.
He's just like, and the other person is doing everything.
Interesting.
In my opinion.
Well, you know what? I will say the Ross and Rachel kiss. I'm just looking at Rachel.
Yes.
I'm just looking at
updo is
Rachel.
gore-
Her
her
updo
little
is lit perfectly.
She looks so good.
Yes, I'm watching Rachel in the rain. I'm not looking at Ross.
Ross is just like,
interesting.
he always does that with his face when he kisses people.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean, but you know what? It also kind of speaks to his character as
Yeah.
as Ross. You know, like he's always a
like-
little frumpy. So
Yeah. I mean, like, he's a handsome man.
for sure.
But it's just something about, again, it's like he falls asleep on the other person's face. It's like he's leaning his lips on their face.
Jennifer Aniston.
And she's like doing everything.
Wow.
So you guys, let me know if you agree.
He would not pass that class.
No, he wouldn't pass the kissing class in health in 9th grade.
He'd have to go to summer school for that.
Yeah, he friggin' would. Oh.
Got it.
Okay, we're moving on to Monica and Chandler.
All right. Ding, ding, ding. Round 2.
My favorite
Yes.
couple.
I'm going to give you the floor for this
Really?
one. I feel like you were so excited to talk about this one, and I didn't remember it. I had to go
Yeah.
back because you were like, well, we obviously have to also talk about Chandler and Monica. And I was like, I don't remember that kiss.
It's not, I would say this kiss is not particularly memorable in like the span of their relationship.
Right.
Because I feel like when people watch the show, rewatch the show, they're watching their romance for like the fun of them hiding it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the fact that they're hooking up, which they're not going to show.
Right.
So it's more like what's happening off screen than what's happening on screen with the two of them.
Yeah.
But I still think I think they have great chemistry. I think they're the best relationship in the show. They're the most stable.
Yes.
I actually think they should be together.
Yes.
As opposed to Ross and Rachel. Every time I rewatch,
It gets rough.
I get more upset with Ross's behavior.
For sure.
And I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
You're acting real backwards right now. You're being real possessive.
Very.
And whiny.
Yes.
And it's unattractive.
Super unattractive.
I'm like, Rachel should have gone to Paris.
oh my God. Absolutely.
She should have gone to Paris.
Yes.
And left him.
Yep. But we digress because we're here to talk about
We're here to talk
Chandler and
about Monica
Monica.
I just love their relationship so much. And honestly, like when I rewatch Friends, like I'm not going to rewatch everything from start to finish. Usually
Sure.
I rewatch like my favorite storylines or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So I love to rewatch the London wedding through to season 4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
When they get together.
Okay.
I just think it's one of the best like stretches of the show ever. And Chandler's probably my favorite. He's my favorite guy.
Yeah.
He's my
for
favorite of the
sure,
guys.
For sure.
He's funny. He's cute. Like if I had to pick the most attractive,
Yeah.
I'm the most attracted to Matthew Perry.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, who's yours?
I like Chandler, but I have a very sweet spot for Joey.
He's a good-looking guy.
He is so good looking.
And I remember watching The Reunion on HBO Max. They did that like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, he is
He can still get
hot.
it. Yeah.
Yes. He's just so confident. And he's got a great sounding voice,
Yes.
which does a lot for me.
Yeah. I named my first car after Joey.
What?
Yes.
Why? What kind of car was it?
It has nothing to do with the character. It was a 1998 Honda Accord.
What color?
Dark green.
Oh, I can see
two-door.
A dark green car is a Joey.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I'm going to name my car Joey Tribbiani.
I love that.
Yeah.
He just gave a Joey vibe, the car.
Yes, it did. And I drove that car to the grounds, and
Yeah.
I was so sad. I was like, bye, Joey, when I had to give it away.
Sweet Joey.
Yeah, but yes, I love Joey. But Chandler, especially during like the time when Monica and Chandler are first getting together, he is so fine.
Yeah.
He is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like he's finally the thing about Chandler, backstory here, is he is a man-child. The first couple seasons,
Yeah.
he doesn't really feel comfortable flirting with women.
Yeah.
He gets the least amount of action of the three guys. He's just like awkward.
Very goofy.
Yeah, and him and Monica are great friends, but nothing ever comes of it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's some interesting behind the scenes.
Okay, I'm so excited.
The writers wanted to have Monica and Chandler hook up and have that happen for a few episodes, but they never intended for them to become like a end game.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
When they revealed that they had slept together at the end of season 4,
Uh-huh.
the audience freaked out.
Yeah. I remember that.
Screaming.
Yes.
Screaming.
Yes.
And the writers were so taken aback. They're like, whoa, like, I didn't know this was something people wanted or saw, you know? They actually had originally thought Joey and Monica would be good together and were sort of planning that.
Interesting.
But then just seeing Monica and Chandler together, like, you know, again, for season 5, they were like, okay, well, we'll see them together a little bit.
Yeah.
See how it plays. And it just kept doing so well. They
Yeah.
kept loving the dynamic, and they're like, I guess we gotta just like
oh my
make
God.
this work.
Shout out to the audience members.
Shout out to the audience members. Shout out to the writers
Yeah.
for listening.
Yes, that
And
part
making
too.
it work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. I love, like I said, I love Joey, but Joey and Monica.
No.
Well, they do that. They have an episode
They
where
do.
there's a world where Joey and Monica get together. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that they kind of, you know, we get to see that, but no, it had to have been Chandler and Monica.
Yeah, and it just makes so much sense.
Yes.
It's like she needs a funny guy who's sweet and understands her.
Yeah.
He needs a woman who is organized.
Yes. Who's going to put
And-
him to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Help him steer his life in the right direction.
Yes. Yeah.
And he like helps her loosen up. So it's like they
Yeah.
really complement each other well. So we're talking about season 5, episode 1, which is the episode after that reveal that Monica and Chandler hooked up in
Right.
London during Ross's wedding to Emily.
Yes.
His failed wedding.
Oof. One of his many.
Yeah. So what I love about this one is we know they hooked up.
Right.
We didn't really get to see it. We just see them in bed together.
Right. The little blanket reveal.
And they, in this episode, they're like, oh, that was really fun, but maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We're just friends. We should protect the friendship.
Right.
And then they both come up with this reason together where they're like, well, we were in a foreign country.
Right.
It's romantic and we just lost our minds a little bit.
Right.
So, since we're still here, we can
Might as well keep going.
hook up a couple more times. Let's milk it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
And they try multiple times.
Yes.
But things keep getting in the way.
Don't they try like 3 times
They
or
get
something?
cock-blocked each time.
Yes. Every single other friend cock blocks them in some way.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I need your advice on this.
Yeah.
Or like there's like there's a tour in the wine cellar that they were trying to hook up in, which was really funny.
My favorite is the Joey one because
Yeah.
Joey is like, I've got a girl. And then Chandler's like, well, I have a girl. And then Joey goes, no, you don't. You're in there with Monica. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just don't get to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just think back to like when I first saw this, and as an audience member, like everyone's probably just like, what does this look like?
Yeah.
Actually, for them to
Even-
be romantic with each other.
Even when I was rewatching it a few days ago, I was like, I felt too, I was like, what is their first kiss look like? You know, like what is going to go on here? Because again, as I said, I didn't remember it at all. So it felt like I was watching it for the first time again and being like, what? How is this playing out right now? Yeah.
And then basically they fly all the way back to America.
And they try on the plane,
They
too.
try on the plane. It doesn't work. Joey needs advice about his acting career
Right,
instead.
right.
So they're like, I guess it's just not going to happen again. I guess we just got to let it go.
Yeah.
They're alone together in Monica's apartment. And they have a really sweet moment where they're like, yeah, I guess we won't.
Yeah.
I just want you to know this really meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that was so
And-
sweet.
And thank you for being a good friend and also treating me well.
Yeah.
By being nice and having sex with me
Yeah.
7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens, and then he like walks out of the door, and I love this part.
Me too.
He they like have a moment. He opens the door, comes back in. He's like, I'm on London time.
Yeah. Does that count?
And then they make out.
Yes,
and
yeah.
It's hot. It's an attractive kiss.
It is hot.
Yes.
It is hot.
It's like, whoa, Chandler.
Yeah. They are like horny for each other.
Yeah, and Monica looks amazing in her little red dress.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
She was doing the most with that dress.
Yeah,
But like in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was such a good build up again of just like this whole episode is them trying to hook up again, and just time after time after time they don't get it done. And then finally it happens, and it's just like, again, screaming moment as an audience member, because you know, we're watching these two very iconic characters at this point, 5 seasons in. And also, too, I feel like it wasn't really a thing that was ever, like, hinted at, you know? Like...
Yeah, it wasn't something they planted seeds for.
Right, exactly.
Although I will say, like, I believe the writers, they weren't planting seeds.
Right.
But when you rewatch the body language between the two actors, like, when they're just sitting in the living room all hanging around,
Yeah.
they're always, like, sitting next to each other. And they're, like...
Oh, she's making a move.
Like, they're so cuddly with each other.
Yeah.
In a way that I'm like, I have guy friends, and I'm not that cuddly with them.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Like, they're really, like...
Yeah.
She's not like that with the other guys. Obviously not Ross, but... And he's not like that with Phoebe. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's something there.
Yeah.
This comfortability.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, it was a hot kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it.
I love them together so much.
Yeah.
I really love their whole storyline. And then, and in just like interviews and stuff between like Courtney Cox and Matthew Perry, they both just said like they loved working with each other so much and got really close.
Yeah.
And there's Matthew Perry has said in an interview or two that like he had a crush on her for a brief moment.
I didn't know that.
But also, he has said he had crushes on, like, all 3 of them at different points in time.
Oh,
which,
interesting.
I mean, you're filming a show for 9 seasons. I can
Yeah.
kind of understand you rotating through crushes of each of the people.
Right,
You're spending
right.
so much time together.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said, he described her as,
Hot.
he said she was, like, painfully beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. But again, like they've been friends. They were
Yeah.
friends. And after the show, like they acted in each other's show. They did like some cameos on each other's shows and stuff. So that's cute.
Yeah, that's very cute. The chemistry was like real, not just like for the show.
Yeah. And
Sweet.
so I forgot to mention
What?
for the Ross and Rachel,
Okay.
where they kissed the first time. So David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston also had crushes on each other.
Oh.
Did you know about this?
I did not know about this.
Again, this came out during the HBO Max Friends reunion.
Okay.
That was in 2021, I
See,
believe.
I watched that, but I don't remember any of this.
Wow.
Okay.
This was like the headline that came out of it.
Oh.
Because the two of them, they were literally asked the question, like, did any of you guys have like behind the scenes romances?
Yeah.
And I'm going to read the quote here.
Okay.
Both Jennifer and David were like kind of talking at the same time.
Yeah.
And Jennifer's like, I mean, well, and David's like, yeah, the first season I had a major crush on Jen.
Oh my God.
And she was like, it was reciprocated. And they basically talk about how they were both crushing on each other, but like at different times. It was like one of them would always be in a relationship with the other person.
They were literally a Ross and Rachel.
Literally.
Oh my God.
He described them as two ships passing because of the timing of it all.
Yeah.
And they never crossed that boundary.
Interesting.
They respected it ultimately. And I think, you know, in time, like those crushes faded.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
But it was sort of like, and the entire cast kind of talked about it and were like, that's kind of it's kind of amazing because you bottled up that chemistry and it just fed into the relationship on screen instead.
Yeah.
And they're like, it was probably for the best that we never actually got together.
Yeah, I feel like that would have ruined, like, I mean, you hear about all those like shows or movies where people have like romances offset and then it just gets completely awkward at some point. Yeah.
And they lose their chemistry.
Yeah.
Another thing I thought was kind of funny is that oh wait, I want to read this quote too.
Okay.
So Schwimmer's Jennifer said this.
Okay.
Jennifer said, honestly, I remember saying one time to David, it's going to be such a bummer if the first time you and I actually kiss is going to be on national television. Sure enough, first time we kissed was in the coffee shop.
Oh my God.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Can you imagine her saying that to him
I
in real life?
know. He'd be like, well, should we just kiss right now then?
But yeah, I just think that's what a beautiful thing haunting thing to say to someone and have that actually come to fruition.
Wait, but like, was that her way of being like, we should just kiss right now?
Probably, and he didn't pick
And
up
he
on
didn't
it.
pick up on it.
Loser.
Amen.
I don't even, David Schwimmer, I'm sure, is a wonderful man.
I'm sure.
I'm just. It's his unfortunately, the Ross character has just like colored my thoughts on
Yeah, totally.
on him as a person.
Totally. I'm sure he's very used to it at this point.
Too good at his role.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was their background. So you can see it, that chemistry on screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Smooch Fest.
You haven't rewatched the show in a while.
Yes, correct.
So you haven't like revisited Monica and Chandler's relationship from start to finish in a while.
No, yeah, it's been a minute.
When you think on the entire show run, what is your favorite relationship?
It's definitely Monica and Chandler.
Yeah.
Even not having watched like the full series in a while, I think that they are just kind of like the purest couple to some extent, where it's just like, yeah, they got together in this very funny, like, you know, way, and they were hiding it for a while, but like once they were together, it was like a very solid relationship, you know. And I love the way that it ends in terms of them having twins, and like just it was everything that I think that they both wanted as characters, to like find that person.
Wait, do they have twins?
Don't they?
I think they just had one baby.
No, I thought they had twins.
Phoebe.
They do have twins.
They do have twins.
Yes. I was like,
Anna Faris is like, she's the doctor, and they're like, you're actually having more than one, and she's like, what?
Right. Yeah. Because I always remember too, like the reveal is
that.
like one of them. It's either Monica or Chandler. One of them walks in with one of the babies, and everybody's excited.
Yeah.
And then the other one walks in with another baby, and they're like, oh my God.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, but I just think it's so sweet. Like their relationship is just so solid. Whereas I think all the other relationships, you know, they find their footing at some point or another. But I feel like there was never kind of a question mark when it came to Monica and Chandler.
Like, are they going to make it work?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this is the other thing I was thinking about is like, there's so many shows that have that long-term will they won't they couple.
Yeah.
And then once they get together, it's like they don't know how to keep them together, and they feel the need to break them up.
Right.
Like in New Girl, they break them up in a way that I didn't fully buy, and I was like, they just don't know how to keep them together.
Right.
You could say that I'm gonna make a prediction about Abbott Elementary.
Don't you dare.
I feel like they're gonna do some kind of weird breakup in this next season.
Don't you dare.
Quinta said something about like, we're gonna shake things up.
I'll be so sad.
I think she's gonna put us through it, and she's a big Friends fan, so I don't know. But then again, yeah, who knows? This is my prediction. I don't want it to be true.
Right. Don't speak it into the air, but
if
you
I'm
have.
right, you owe me $5.
And a smooch.
Yeah. But with all that being said, I feel like Monica and Chandler is one of the few examples of a sitcom couple that stands the test of time, makes it through, and we get to just watch them have couple problems and work through them.
Exactly.
And some serious problems, like the infertility stuff, and they work through it, and it's beautiful. I was like, I just love that they were able to do that for the show.
Yeah, they were like as authentic of a couple as you can put in a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like that was Monica and Chandler. Yeah. I get it. I get why that's one of your favorites.
Thank you. So now we're gonna move on to a different couple.
Okay.
Phoebe and Mike.
Woo-hoo!
Hannigan. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm trying to look like Phoebe Buffet today.
It's really working for you.
channeling Phoebe.
I love it. I love it.
I love her. She's the one I relate to the most.
Yeah.
She's a weird one.
She's weird, but she's also just like, she's just herself.
She's so confident too.
Yeah.
I love like every time someone compliments her, she's like, I mean, yeah, I do look
She's
fabulous.
like, yeah, I am hot.
Yeah.
And
the best. And she initiates stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is just what is it? What's the phrase? Like walking to the beat of your own drum? Is that it? Yeah, that is Phoebe to a T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're jumping forward to season 9.
Yeah, that was also, by the way, a doozy to go from season 5 to season 9 while doing my like research for this pod. I was like, whoo, okay, that a lot has changed hair wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss the hairstyles of the first few seasons and the fashion too. You know what it is? We're in the early 2000s.
Oh,
which was one of the worst fashion eras of history.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Okay.
I hated the fashion of that time. So unflattering. And I think the guys especially.
There was also like a lot of
terrible in that time.
I was gonna say there was a lot of bronzer going on too.
Way too much fake tan.
I was like, everybody's just way too tan.
Way too tan.
Yeah.
And the guys are just wearing crunchy, thick jeans, like not flattering jeans. Way too much gel in their hair.
Way too much like hair too.
Yeah, just like what is going on?
Yes.
It was just a rough period for everyone in that time.
Right.
Anyway, not for Phoebe. She looks fab.
No, she was doing her thing.
She looks fab-boo.
Yeah.
Okay, so in season 9, Phoebe up until this time has just not really had a long-term relationship.
Right. She's had like a thing here or there, but yeah,
She's had a will they won't they with a man named David who lives in Minsk.
Right.
A hot scientist played by Hank Azaria.
Very hot.
Who's also super awkward.
I know, but still very hot.
And I really loved their interludes.
Yeah.
Like even in, I think season 1 is when they meet and have like a sweet kiss, which we won't talk about. We can't talk about every single kiss, guys. There's so many.
I know. There are some good ones though.
But yeah, I loved David and was like rooting for them to eventually end up together.
Right. But that's kind of like the only like serious relationship, like, or hint of a relationship for Phoebe.
She dated a cop briefly,
and
they moved in together.
Oh my god, wait, I totally forgot about that.
Which is crazy for Phoebe to date a cop, because she lived on the streets and stabbed a policeman at one point, or something.
Oh my god, I so forgot about that.
She was so radical, you guys.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm gonna be radical and date a cop.
Yeah, and then he shot a bird.
Oh
Their
my
first
god,
morning,
that's right.
Sleeping together.
Oh
and
my god.
she broke up with him on the spot.
As she should.
And I'm like, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I would break up with my guy if he shot a beautiful songbird.
Yeah.
Oh
they
my
were
god.
in bed together, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right.
That's honestly hilarious.
Yeah.
That's such a hilarious way to end that. My god. Anyway, so this is what Phoebe's been through.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about, I said season 9, episode 4. The episode right before this, which I also rewatched because I couldn't remember exactly which one, is the one where Phoebe and Mike kiss.
I see, okay.
Mike is played by Paul Rudd. Love me.
Adorable.
Love Paul Rudd.
Adorable.
Wonderful guy.
Yeah.
Ageless.
Literally.
Literally, he looks older in this Friends episode than he does now.
I'm telling you, it's the hair.
It's the hair.
The hair is
not great
not
back then.
When that episode started and the first time Paul Rudd appears, I was like, "Oh, why do you look
your hair?
rough?"
It's dopey.
Yes. Yeah.
What's going on?
But he's still, you know, still cute. Still cute.
He's still a cutie.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Phoebe gets set up on a blind date with Joey. Like, they decide to set each other up with someone, and Joey forgets at the last minute and is like, oh shit, I gotta find somebody.
Okay.
And he had told Phoebe he set her up with a guy named Mike. Like, that's the name that came out of his mouth. So he goes to the coffee shop and just yells, Mike. And Paul Rudd looks up.
Oh my gosh.
And that's how they meet each other.
Oh my gosh. Classic Joey.
Joey. So the episode before this is them going on that date. And Phoebe getting really upset at Joey for setting them up. And also
the stranger.
At a strange man for agreeing to go along with this harebrained scheme.
Right.
So, but at the end, Mike finds her at the coffee shop again, apologizes for doing that. And he says, honestly, I think you're very cute and I would like to go out with you again.
Hot.
So that's how that ends.
Got it.
Right. So they don't kiss in that one. This next episode, Mike wants to go on another date with her. She's really excited. Ross does something.
Ross does the most Ross thing he can do, which is ruin the date before it happens.
He brings up the fact that she's never been in a serious relationship.
Right.
And he means it complimentary. He's like, I just love how you're able to just like be freewheeling and just not really stress about where things are going.
Yeah, and you've never been in a relationship, but that's so cool. What?
And then she's like, oh, I've never thought about this about myself.
Yeah.
Now I'm self-conscious and really sad about the fact that I am 35 or whatever and haven't had a serious relationship.
Right.
Is there something wrong with me?
How dare he?
And then Mike shows up to take her on the date, and she's
crying.
And her mascara's all messed up.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But I feel like, you know what? This should have been a green flag, like, hint to the audience that Mike was still like, we're still going to go on this date.
Yeah.
Obviously, she is a wreck at that point.
Which, no man in this modern age
absolutely not.
would have the patience for that. They'd be like, you want to reschedule?
Yeah.
Okay, and then never talk to you
Right,
again.
exactly. You never hear from them again.
Yeah. So he's like still interested in her despite her being in shambles emotionally.
Yeah.
So Ross wants to make things better. He needs to make things right. So
and he only makes it worse.
He only makes it worse. He shows up at Mike's apartment and says, this is all my fault. I said these things about her not being in a serious relationship. And then Mike is like, wait, has she really not been in a serious relationship before?
Yeah.
And then Ross makes up a lie.
Right. What's the name that he makes up?
That Phoebe dated a guy named Vikram for 10 years. And other than that, she hasn't had any serious relationships.
Yeah.
So now we're on double lies. Yeah. We already had the failed blind date incident. And now Phoebe is implicated in this lie about a relationship.
Vikram, yeah.
With a man named Vikram. Phoebe keeps up with the lie. Mike shows up at her house for their next date, and she's crying because Ross told her what he did. That he made things even worse.
Right, because she was so excited because in between this, Mike calls her and is like, let's go on a date. And then, right, to your point, that's when Ross appears, ruins it again before it actually happens, and is there at Phoebe's apartment when Mike comes up to pick her up.
So Ross leaves, and then Phoebe finally tells Mike the truth.
Right.
She's like, Vikram doesn't exist.
Right.
I really have not been in a real relationship. And this part's really cute. She's just like, I'm just going to close my eyes. You can leave.
Yeah.
Like, I get it if you never want to see me again.
Yeah, she's so vulnerable in that moment because she's like, oh, here goes another one. To Ross's point, I've never been in a real relationship. This is going to be another one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mike leans in and gives her a cute little kiss.
Oh, it's very sweet. I think, like, when we talk about Ross and Rachel's kiss, Chandler and Monica's kiss, there's passion, there's been build up. But there's something so sweet and innocent about Mike and Phoebe, which I think is also a perfect way to describe them as a couple.
Yes.
Like the way that their kiss is just like very tender. her eyes are closed. He just kind of like gently leans in. It's so sweet and very indicative of like who they end up becoming. Yeah.
Also, she's like, do you think I'm really weird? And he said, is it okay if I think you're weird but also cute and really want to kiss you right now?
Yeah.
And they kiss. And I just love that, like, he's kind of the straight man of the show at this point.
Yeah.
He comes in season 9 to a cast that at this point, last season of Friends, last couple seasons of Friends, they're caricatures of themselves at this point.
Right.
Which is fun sometimes, and other times you're just like, oh gosh.
You're really just scraping the bottom of the barrel with ideas here.
And like, I think he was such a breath of fresh air when they added him to the show, because he's just calling out all their weirdness.
Totally.
Especially Ross. He's just like, I don't even, like, in later episodes, he's like, I don't even know if I like Ross as a person. And it's just like, hell yeah, say that out loud, please.
I also love too in this episode when he comes to Phoebe's apartment to pick her up, and Ross opens the door, and Mike's like, I can't remember a time when I opened a door and you weren't on the other side of it.
He's so good.
Such a good line.
Yeah. It's so funny. And what I love about it is, like, he is kind of a straight man, but he loves how weird Phoebe is.
Yes.
And that's, like, who she needs.
Yes, totally. Somebody that's just gonna, let her freak flag. No.
Let her freak flag fly.
Exactly. But yeah, just like love her unconditionally, regardless of how quirky she is. Yeah.
And on their wedding, if I can skip forward, during their vows, I loved their wedding.
Yeah.
I think they have one of the better ones.
Yeah.
He says, "You're so wonderfully weird." And I just think
really
that really
sweet.
struck me. I thought that was wonderful. As someone who I think is also weird.
Yeah.
I hope someone finds that wonderful about me.
I think you are wonderfully weird, Lena.
Oh my God, stop it. That was so sweet.
It's true.
Oh,
I
love you. Okay, back to the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, we're moving on to the last kiss.
Here we go.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding,
last
ding,
kiss.
ding. We didn't ding, ding, ding for Mike and Phoebe, but it's okay.
Let's re-roll it. Start over.
But this one's a doozy.
This one's a real doozy, because it's the episode, season 9, episode 23. It's the finale. It's called The One in Barbados.
Yeah, also 23. Woof.
I know. It's a two-parter.
Yeah.
Basically, the gang goes to Barbados.
Right.
For Ross's paleontology conference.
Which is totally a thing.
Absolutely. Of course, they would hold that in Barbados.
That makes sense.
And somehow all of his friends, even though they may have jobs, are able to just get vacation time and all go to Barbados together.
Yeah.
With
Also,
2 weeks notice.
Well, I was going to say, isn't Emma already here?
The baby's there. Who took care of the baby?
Okay, I was like, did I miss something? They never talk about where Emma is.
They never talk about Emma. We don't need to know about Emma.
Yeah. Rachel's
So
like, she's
funny.
chilling. She's fine.
I think there was like a throwaway line where it's like, oh yeah, grandma has her or something.
Got it. Okay, I missed that. I was
But
like, all
it's
right,
just
we're
like-
just skipping over that part.
It is so funny how it's just like not a big deal.
Yeah.
They just had a baby. Joey is dating Charlie,
Yes.
played by Aisha Tyler.
Correct.
Ross has a big fat crush on her because she's a fellow paleontologist.
Correct.
And she's hot.
Yes.
And then Rachel is suddenly having feelings for Joey.
Right.
And the season before, Joey developed feelings for Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of the first times Joey had actual loving feelings for a woman.
Yeah.
Because he's such a playboy
Yeah.
and just loves to have one night stands and all that stuff. Like, he's just never been a relationship guy.
Right.
Rachel's the first one he really has those feelings for.
And oh man, he chose a good one.
And I think he revealed it to her at some point, and she said, I'm so sorry, but I can't. It was
Right.
because she was pregnant with
Oh,
Ross's
that's
baby
right.
at the time.
That's right.
It was so loaded and like,
Yes.
there's no way this can happen.
Well, remember also too, Joey proposes to her.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
He proposes to her. Did she say
She
yes?
says yes.
But Ross was planning on proposing.
Because it was
ruins
Ross's
proposal.
ring.
It happened by accident.
Right.
Oh my
And then Rachel's like,
God.
okay. This was bound to be a disaster.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually kind of forgot about that whole circumstance.
Yeah, I'm remembering in real time with you. But yeah, it
Oh.
also kind of makes sense now why like this episode, this kiss is just as messy as it was the season prior of trying to get them together.
So that's the backstory.
Yeah.
Joey had a crush, didn't come to fruition, but there's a kernel there.
Yeah.
And guess what? They've been greenlit for season 10. They gotta prolong this Ross and Rachel will they, won't they a little longer.
Right.
Let's try to get Joey and Rachel together. Why not?
Yeah. Sure. You know, they just kind of like, you know, put all the names in a hat and they were like, yeah, sure.
What do you think about this pairing?
It's a rough one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because I think it very much was, it's season 10. What else can we do?
Yeah.
Who hasn't kissed who? What relationship haven't we explored yet? I guess we'll put Joey and Rachel together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And even like leading up to this kiss, like the whole setup of Joey dating Charlie was also just
made
so
no sense.
weird.
Why would she be with him?
Yes, which is kind of the whole premise of this episode, is like them realizing like, why are we together?
Yeah, we have nothing in common.
Right.
Yeah. And okay, along with what you were saying, turns out the entire cast hated this plot line and was super against it happening. And like at one point even like all had a meeting together with the writers to be like, please don't do this. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God.
We don't like it.
Yeah.
But they did it. They went through with it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's just like I feel like it was pretty universally disliked.
Yeah.
This relationship.
Yeah.
And I agree. I feel that way too. But I gotta say,
it's a hot kiss.
It's pretty hot when they kiss.
I know.
So the context of this is just, so Joey and Charlie were together. They break up while in Barbados.
Right.
Ross is like thrilled because this means she's available. She reveals she has feelings for him, and he's like, oh my God.
Right.
Rachel and Joey have been having a fun time just goofing off together.
Right.
And Rachel reveals that she has feelings for him now. And he, in contrast to the way Ross reacted to that admission in season 2, is like, he's more like, oh my God.
He's like, no.
We just missed each other. This is so inconvenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of cute. He's like, oh my God.
Like, you can, like, he wants it to happen so bad, but he is also like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, why would you tell me this information, Rachel?
Yeah.
Like, no, you know we can't do it.
Yeah, and I've had lots of time to think about it, and I couldn't do it to Ross.
Right, that part. He's like, Ross is my friend. I can't do this to him. Like, it would make things too complicated. And Rachel... Hot Rachel is like practically begging Joey, being like, but can it happen a little bit?
She's got an adorable dress on.
I know. And she's just like, come on, just a little bit. And he is adamant, like, no, we can't ruin this relationship.
And you know, he's really using all his willpower because he does not have good impulse control. At all. So So honestly, I'm like kind of impressed with him in this moment. Like, he actually is trying to have integrity and stick to his guns right now and be a good friend and not mess with the bro code.
Right.
Then he goes outside and he sees Ross kissing Charlie in the corner of the lobby.
In the lobby too.
In the lobby, like have you no sense of self-preservation?
Right, exactly.
Like, what?
You're an archaeologist.
You're a paleontologist.
Oh, right, that part. Yeah, and I think it's also just it's frustrating because they've just shown us this conversation between Joey and Rachel and him being like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
And then Charlie reveals to Ross, I broke up with Joey and I have feelings for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes Ross about, I don't know, 1 second where he's like, oh, well, Joey's my friend. I couldn't do that. And then literally the next sentence is like, but let's do it anyways, you know? And it's just like, that is such a slap in the face of that friendship.
Mm-hmm. And it's just Ross.
Right.
Like, this is how he is.
Right.
The whole we were on a break thing with Rachel.
Don't, girl. We're going to need a part 2 to this.
He sleeps with someone else immediately. Like, less than 12 hours later, he sleeps with someone else.
It still makes me so angry.
I'm like, I don't care if you were on a break.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you were able to have sex with another human being.
Yes.
Immediately after not even a clear breakup.
Right.
Like, that's insane.
Right. You blinked and you were like, oh, now I'm having sex with this person.
Yeah, this is why I don't like Ross. I don't think he's worth shit.
He is the worst character out of all 6 of those
My
main characters.
God.
And he proves it in this episode.
Yeah.
He does not care about that friendship. He would rather ruin it for Charlie.
Yeah. So Joey turns around. Mm-hmm. Joey turns around. He's like, well, if he's going to play like that.
I'ma do me too.
Yeah. So he walks down the hall, knocks on the door. The music's kind of hot. It's like, and then she opens the door. She's like, what? And then he comes in, kisses her right away. Oof. And he like puts her hair out of her face, kisses her again. Really
holds her.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is a hot kiss.
It's actually a very hot kiss.
Yeah.
I'm like rooting for them in this moment.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it is, again, an awful storyline.
Yeah.
But 2 very hot people kissing each other.
Exactly.
And you're like, I am into this.
Also, I think it's like there is something endearing about watching Joey genuinely try to be a loving person in a relationship, like genuinely trying to make a real connection. And so you're sort of like, oh, go Joey,
right?
You're doing
like,
it.
Maybe this one.
You're doing it, bud.
What is that accent?
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's also just so charged. I think you said that already, but like he is like, he sees this thing happen between Ross and Charlie and is like, okay, well, let me go kiss Rachel passionately.
Yeah.
And who cares about my friendship with Ross? It's not the best motive, but it creates a lot of passion in the
okay
kiss.
with it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of funny because like I never thought that the 2 of them would have a good long term.
For sure.
But I do think they have great sexual chemistry.
Yes, totally.
And I'm like, yeah, you guys should hook up.
Yeah.
You really should.
Yeah.
They never do.
I know. It's
They kind of put the kibosh on that pretty quick.
yeah.
They have like a few episodes where they go on a date and
right, and then it's just
like awkward for
right,
them.
Right.
And, yeah.
Because they're still roommates too.
Yeah, that's just such a crazy situation.
Yeah, not a good look for the Friends franchise,
No.
but we at least have a really good kiss that comes out of
We
it.
do.
Yeah.
And honestly, just a little revenge for Ross. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah.
It's just,
I can't with that man.
I can't with that guy. Go home, Ross.
Literally, yeah.
Well, we've talked about all the kisses.
Okay.
We've kind of given our opinions after every single one.
Yes.
Well, ultimately,
Yeah.
out of the 4,
Okay.
which is your favorite? Which wins the Smooch Smackdown?
Ding ding ding. Okay, mine was surprising because I went in thinking, oh, it's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
For sure. It is Joey and Rachel.
God!
I watched that and I was
I
like,
rewound it. I was like, wait.
yes.
Yeah.
I think because it's so unusual, but it's still so passionate. And I was like, it like really threw me off guard. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
this is really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought for sure. And again, I think to my point when we were first talking about what episodes, I was like, oh, obviously Rachel and Ross, that's going to be the winner of the 4. And I don't know, Joey and Rachel did it for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. I love that outcome.
What's yours?
Monica and Rachel.
Okay, yeah. Whoa!
Freudian slip. Monica and Rachel.
Well, technically, they do kiss. We don't see it.
We never get to see it.
Yes.
To get their apartments back.
Yes.
They promised to make out for 1 minute in front of Joey and Chandler.
Yes, and Joey and Chandler go totally worth
Absolutely.
it.
But yeah, we never get to see it.
No, I know.
That's too bad.
We do see Rachel and Phoebe kiss one time.
We do.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone kisses each other at some point in this show. Pretty much.
I was
Not
trying
every
to
single
do.
one.
Yeah, I could. There was like, I can't remember what the combo was. I couldn't remember. But even like there is a conversation about Ross and Monica kissing.
Oh my god! I put that episode out of my mind.
Yes.
Monica's first kiss was with Ross.
Yes, or like her midnight mystery man. Or
Yeah, it
whatever
was
she
like in a
said.
dimly lit room,
Yeah.
and someone kissed her.
Right, and Ross
And
Ross is convinced, or like he thinks that kiss was his first kiss with Rachel, and she's under a pile of coats, and Monica reveals, "I was the pile of coats."
Also, why are you kissing someone in the dark?
Yeah, again,
They're not having a conversation leading up to that kiss. You're just doing that.
another bad moment for Ross.
Ross.
We digress, though.
Okay. Monica and Chandler. Their kiss is my
wait,
favorite.
wait.
They win the Smooch Smackdown for me. I just
Yes.
think it's a real hot kiss, and I think it's like that they're teasing us.
Yeah,
Multiple times.
I see what
For
you're laying down.
essentially 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Well,
and
it was
also,
that season finale. You have all summer.
right?
Then the first episode, you're like, is this going to be a thing or not?
Right.
And then you get to see them kiss right at the end.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm happy we got to have this full discussion.
I know. I feel like you
Thorough
need.
discussion. We needed like 2 hours, honestly, to talk. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we could have talked about it even more.
Oh, for sure. I'm
But-
happy to come back.
Yeah.
You let me know. There
The
are.
Smooch Smackdown, the second annual Smooch Smackdown for friends.
I feel like you also need to have people like vote on like which of the 4.
Oh my god,
you know?
you're so right. Okay,
You know?
I'm gonna put up a poll.
Yeah.
You guys get ready. I'm gonna put up a freaking poll on our Instagram. And maybe TikTok if that's possible. Maybe just say it in the comments. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Before we go,
Yes.
I have to tell you one smooch fact.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Okay. Do you know what the Guinness Book of World Records longest kiss is? Like what length of time would you say?
I'm gonna guess like a couple hours.
Wow, a couple hours.
What is it?
You're gonna freak.
Oh no.
You're gonna
Is it like
freak.
days?
It's 58 hours and 35 minutes.
How?
Gross, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the longest kiss ever recorded was between a Thai couple, because this contest happened in Thailand.
Okay.
Between Eka Chai and Laksana.
Mm-hmm.
They were dating and had actually competed in this in the past.
Oh, wow,
So they're just
okay.
like, they're a couple
Sure.
that want to get this accolade.
For sure.
They like to kiss for a very long time. So, yeah, it was at an event organized by Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Uh-huh.
And this was in 2013,
Uh-huh.
and they kissed for 58 hours.
But like
how do
though,
they
Lena?
physically do that?
How?
How? So these are some of the rules for this competition. They have to be standing. They can't like sit down when they get tired.
Already you've
Which
lost
again,
me.
how
You've
are you
lost
doing
me
that for
already.
58 hours?
Yes.
I'm done after an hour, 45 minutes even.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to wear like diapers.
Okay.
For when if they go to the bathroom, they
Yeah.
are allowed to go,
Uh-huh.
but the other person has to walk with them to the bathroom. They have to keep their lips locked while the person pees or poops.
What?
Is it worth it?
What do you get? Don't you just get like a plaque?
It was like a prize. You get some prize money and you get the title.
I mean,
But it wasn't a lot of prize money.
You have to be truly in love.
Yeah.
The idea of kissing a man while he is pooping, no amount of money would ever allow me to do that.
No. Ever. No. I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm good. Also, they're like, they can't like stop and eat. Like, you're gonna get tired.
Right.
Are your lips getting crazy dry?
Well, so that's what I immediately thought when you said, what, 58 hours?
58 hours. They're allowed to drink
Okay.
through straws, and someone like feeds them.
This is too much.
But again, it's like, so you're only consuming liquids
right.
through that time. But then, of course, you're gonna have to pee. Like, it's so
Wild.
these are the weird rules. They have to stay awake the entire time.
Well, I mean, I would hope so.
And what I found kind of interesting is the Guinness Book of World Records is no longer doing this. They don't want to have this record anymore.
They were like, this is kind of gross.
Because it was actually like a health hazard to have people perform in this. Because in previous competitions and events like this, people will fall asleep. They'll have psychosis induced from lack of sleep.
Oh my God.
Just like you're like older couples, like there was a couple in their 70s and the guy had to sit down. Yeah, it's just like just all this stuff. It's just like, it's not worth the turmoil you're putting your body through.
Right. Yeah. I also feel like it would make me like I wouldn't be able to look at my partner after that.
No,
I would be like, don't kiss me anymore.
It's like, I know
58 hours.
every nook and cranny of your lips in a way that I never wanted to know.
I don't need to know that much.
No.
I don't need to be kissed that long.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. My immediate thought was like, where do you get saliva after just like a handful of minutes, you know?
And then your lips are gonna get chapped eventually. So then it's two
gosh.
chapped lips.
Oof. No.
That's the other thing. They have like muscle cramps.
Right. Are you able to like massage yourself while you're kissing?
Someone comes in with like a gua sha stick, like it's just like
a Theragun just straight to the face.
Oh God.
That is wild.
But yeah, that's the smooch fact for today.
Oh my God! Wow, I can't wait to tell everybody that.
I can't believe. I think it's really funny that the Guinness Book of World Records is like, yeah, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
I feel like that's how you know it was bad, when they were like, let's rethink this.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, for joining us.
Oh my God, this was so fun, Lena.
Yay! I'm so glad we get to talk about Friends.
Yes.
The show that's been in the cultural zeitgeist for probably 30 years.
Yeah.
At this point.
And we're still talking about
We're
it.
still freaking talking about
Dedicating a whole episode just to their
Absolutely.
kissing. I love it.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
Yay! So yeah, once again, thanks for coming.
Of course.
And then thanks everyone for listening, for watching. Remember, you can follow me on all the platforms at Smooch Fest Pod. You can email me your kissing stories at smoochfestpod@gmail.com. I put an @ in front of the email, but you guys know how email works. And then, you know what would be great? It would mean a lot to me if you guys would rate and review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Listen to the woman.
Because it really helps me show up in the algorithm in podcast pages and just do better and get more listeners. So I would love it. It would mean so much to me.
Yeah.
If you'd rate and review. Okay, love you guys.
Bye.
Smooches. Smooch Fest is produced and edited by Lena Olson. The theme song was produced by Theo Seidman. Catch you next Thursday for another episode.